40 years ago, a small dream sparked something big. Today, because of the generosity of people like you, the Collier Community Foundation has touched thousands of lives and created real positive change along the way. This past year, our community demonstrated incredible resilience, meeting challenges head-on, turning plans into action, and uniting to support vital causes. In this video, you'll see how our core initiatives in housing, environmental resiliency, and disaster relief are shaping a brighter future for everyone. Residents started moving into their new homes in Ecos Cadenza, a development for fixed-income seniors 62 and over, in October 2024, including Dan Mullins, a Vietnam veteran in the Special Forces, and his wife, Cynthia Van Bibber, who were formerly homeless. Without the $1.3 million Collier Housing Impact Investment Fund loan from the Collier Community Foundation, the opening would have been delayed at least another 4 or 5 months, making a momentous difference in the lives of those struggling to find affordable housing.
September 2023, St. Matthew's house took us in at the Campbell Lodge, and we stayed there. I stayed there until April. Thank goodness for the St. Matthew's house. They helped us a lot.
As we couldn't afford where we're living, they kept raising the rent. We owned the trailer, the bubble home, but we had to rent the land that was on, and they kept raising the rent, and our trailer was not in good condition. We had no insurance on it, and we couldn't fix it up. And after the storm, a couple of storms going through that, we couldn't fix the damage, so lady next door made an offer, and we agreed on paper. That's how we got homeless. I've been going to NAMI, Sarah and Drop-In Center in Collier County for quite a number of years. They've been working with me. Mr. Bauer works there in the office upstairs, and he told me about this place and echoes and everything, and he started the ball rolling and got me hooked up with him and signed the papers, and we've been working with him ever since. And
things turned around, and with help from organizations like the Collier Community Foundation, the Housing Alliance, St. Matthew's House, NAMI, and many more, Dan and Cynthia found a new home, and we were with them as they walked through the door for the first time.
Oh my gosh, I have nothing to say, but I feel like I won every prize and sweepstake on the planet, plus the lottery, all the other things all together. It's unbelievable.
Thanks to the hard work of the Community Foundation and so many others, this house isn't just a roof over their heads. It's a fresh start and a place of safety.
I mean, perfect number one. I don't know how they did it, but I mean, they did so much work for us behind the scenes. It's unbelievable. I can't even begin to tell them enough thanks. I like to put a plane in the sky with the big banner, Thank you, everyone.
This is the power of community. Thanks to everyone who made this possible. A bold vision is taking shape in Collier County, the Beach Dune Restoration Project. This innovative restoration effort is transforming our beaches, not just for today, but for generations to come.
So the beach dunes really are our first line of defense against hurricanes. Our community, all of our infrastructure is really located behind the beach dunes, and they provide that protection when we get high winds and high wave energy. But we've had several significant storms over the last few years that have really eroded our beaches, and they've impacted the ecosystem that builds those dunes. That's the plants that are part of the beach dune ecosystem. So this project really would not have been possible without the Collier Community Foundation. It's visionary to see that this was something that the community would need, and we really started doing this just at the beginning of these hurricanes, and the Community Foundation has continued to support the garden to ensure that we can not only collect those, do the research to find out how to grow them, but then we have to manage those plants. So we have a collection of some of the primary building blocks of our beach dunes, and we're managing those now, so that now when there's a storm, we can go back to those plants and take cuttings and seeds and grow tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of those plants. And that collection is something that we will manage in perpetuity. So this project is a county-wide project. This initial planting is about 13 miles along Collier County's beaches. It really impacts everyone who visits or lives here in Collier County. This initial planting is about 1 million plants, and this is the first time that this diversity of plants has ever been available for restoration on our coast. This beach dune restoration project is just the beginning. As our community really continues to invest in protecting our beaches, protecting our tourism industry. But after a storm, if we have the right diversity of plants, if we do get a major storm like that, those plants can still recover. So they can recover quickly so that our beach can open again and tourists can come back so that all of the people and all of the industry that relies on tourism can recover quickly after a storm. So it really is a project that impacts the environment, it impacts the economy, it impacts the people that live here in Collier County.
The Beach Dune Restoration Project, more than an environmental initiative, it's a promise to protect our homes, our businesses, and our future. Join us in building a resilient coastline for generations to come. Imagine a life shaped by the ebb and flow of tides, where resilience is not a choice, but a way of life.
Well, the home I was in got flooded. The sludge that came in with the tidal surge, I had about 18 inches to 2 feet of water inside the home. And there was all that mud, and it's toxic what gets washed in. But it was exhausting, the whole ordeal. As many hurricanes as I've been through, I lost a lot of, several pieces of furniture, and I had pictures from my childhood and old family pictures and pictures, years and years of pictures in that box, and we did not get that up off the floor. I couldn't pick it up. I couldn't move it. I saw the Elevate Your Home program and grabbed the sheet and filled it out and sent all the information in and got approved. I thought, oh, this is cool. How wonderful is this? I had never lived in or owned a new home, a newly built home. And I was very excited about that. And it's wonderful. It's like you get a new car, you have that new car smell. You go in the door, it's that new home smell. It's wonderful. It's been a good experience all the way around with all the people I've dealt with.
In Collier County, the scars of repeated hurricanes tell a story of devastation, but also of unwavering determination to rebuild together.
Every hurricane, mud, water, you lose everything, and that's what it's been like for me and Charlie.
Probably the worst one to hit us as far as damage at one time was Hurricane Andrew. Half the roof was in the backyard.
Since we've lived here, we've been through many, many hurricanes, lots and lots of mud in our house. And in fact, it went under water 3 times. And it's just so devastating losing everything you have.
My parents moved to Naples in late 60s. And I graduated from school and met up with her. We met on Halloween 1969. We got married at Halloween 1970. And I said, I'll make the living, you make the living worthwhile. She did.
In Collier County, resilience isn't just a way of life, it's a community effort.
And one of my dear friends here, he told me, he came over and he says, we got to get you back in business here. He said, get a big 160-quart cooler and fill it full of beer, and I'll get the men to come fix it for you. Okay. It worked.
When Hurricane Ian first got here, of course the wind and the water and the damage and the mud and everything, so we heard about a program that they were going to lift our home, that you could apply for it. So we applied for it, and Tony Pernis came by and he said, well, we think we can help you. And he said, we think you qualify for that. So we said, okay. So a little bit after that, he said, they're going to give you a new home. And I'm like, us? Really? And that's when we first started hearing about Collier Community Foundation.
As well.
They have blessed us so well. We are so thankful. I can never thank the Community Foundation, Collier Community Foundation, for the help that they gave us, because we would have never been able to do this. We would have never been able to have a house. It's so nice, and the house is so nice. Sometimes we'll be walking from the back to the front, and it's almost like, is this ours? You know? And we're so appreciative to the Collier Community Foundation.
In Collier County, we're not just rebuilding homes, we're strengthening the ties that make us a community. Thanks to the unwavering support of our donors, partners, community leaders, and nonprofits, you have allowed us to make more possible in Collier County. Help us make the next 40 years even better. Donate or learn more at colliercf.org.